Says you're live, which means I'm live, and we're live. Hello, everyone. Good morning. I can see that there are some people that are here, so say hello in the chats if you wish, and if you're not here, then don't. And if you watch this later on and you want to say hello, I will accept a hello. Hi, Mia. Glad you made it. I know that I sent the link to you, so I'm glad that worked. Good morning, George. As always, George is a regular, is the only word I can use for George. A regular guy, just doing regular things, and I have lost my regular stand. Oh, here it is. My regular stand. We're going to need that soon, so I'll put that on there. Make sure we can see the timer. And think we'll get going. So, today we are going to have at least one more attempt at our jumping challenge. Lucy, I'm very well, thank you. How are you today? Let me know how you are. It's lovely to see you, have you here, see your comment. It's lovely to that. Okay, let's get going. Start with a warm up. We're going to do a bit of a yoga flow for our warm up today to really kind of stretch out our muscles, and it's going to work us. It's going to work up a little bit of a. It's going to work our heart rate up as well, all at the same time. Okay, I'm going to work sideways. You can obviously face me so you know what you're doing. But I'm going to work sideways because this will work a little bit better that way. Okay, we're going to take a deep breath in. Arms are going to come up nice and high. And as we breathe out, we're going to come down low. And you're going to walk your hands forwards. We're going to come into a downward dog. So hips are up, feet are together, legs are relatively straight. Hips are nice and high. We're going to bring a right leg up. So breathe in. Right leg comes up high. We're holding this for just one cycle of breath. So breathe in and out. And bring that leg. You're going to bring that to your chin. So knee to your chin. And step forwards. You're going to come to this position here. We're going to just let our arms come up. Breathe in. Reaching up to the sky here, so the back of your heel might come down to the ground now. You might be stretching forwards in this lunge pose. Breathe out, come out to the side. Breathe in, breathe out. We're going to breathe in again. This time I'm just shuffling back because I know we're going to go forwards in that way, and our legs are going to come up. So breathe in, arm comes up high, and we're going to breathe out. And we're going to just come onto a tiptoe at the back here. Maybe lift the leg up at the back here and hold this pose on one leg. Super. So we work the whole leg. Breathe in. Come back up to the top. And we're at stand. Come down back to our side. Okay. We're going to do the same thing again. Breathe in. Breathe out, coming down to the ground. Walk your hands forward. You're going to keep your hips up high. So we're in, again, this downward dog position. Okay, and again, we're just going to breathe in. Bring the left leg up this time, or the other leg, whichever one you did the first time. Breathe in. That leg comes up nice and high. Cycle of breath. And this time as you breathe out, you're going to bring your knee to your chin again. Step it forwards. Okay, the back leg comes back, and we're going to breathe in, bring a big wave of air up with us. Okay, so again we've got this stretch. Perhaps the heel comes down to the ground, towards the ground. And again, as we breathe in, reach up nice and high. As you breathe out, turn out, arms outstretched, fingertips reaching forwards. Maybe try and grab each wall with your fingers, so just stretching that out. And again, breathe in. And we're going to tilt again, so come up onto your tiptoe on the back. And if you can, lift it up and hold this pose here, again for a cycle of breath. And breathe in, arms come up and arms down by your side. And you should feel quite alive. I'm sorry, I'm having to just play with the, ooh. Lucy feels good and is good to be, and is loving the lessons. Fantastic. Done. Warm up, done. First attempt. Okay, for those of you that haven't done this with me yet, you are going to need to look at this timer or use your own timer if you can't see this one, perhaps. Oh, come on now. Silly screen. And you're going to need either a t-shirt of some sort or a spot of some sort. We're going to jump into this spot. Oh, I'm going to do it this way. You might be able to see it better. And you can see my attempts perhaps. So I'm going to place the t-shirt down on the ground. I've got a t-shirt because I'm on a carpet, so it's not going to slip. If you have a hard surface underneath, like a laminate flooring or something else, please don't use a t-shirt because you'll land on it and slip. You could just maybe roll your t-shirt up and jump over it. So you create a little line to jump over. Maybe if you have got a laminate flooring, you might just be able to jump over a line on the ground. So you're just using what you've got. Maybe you've got a tiled floor, so you can jump into a tile. Maybe you've got a skipping rope and you can make a little circle, or maybe you've got a hula hoop that you can jump into. Something like that you're going to need. So I'll give you sort of 30 seconds to grab something, place it down on the ground in preparation for our attempt. Okay, and what we're going to be doing is jumping in to our space and back out as many times as we can in a minute. Okay, jumping in is 1, then you jump out, jump in again is 2, and that will be your second one. Good morning, Stanley. Stanley says hi. Hi, Stanley. So you're going to need that set up, ready to go. And today we're going to look at a couple of tips that we can use in order to improve. What I will do to avoid confusing you, because I'm not very good at counting whilst talking at the same time, and I'm also not very good at counting whilst people are talking to me. So I will do my very best to minimize how much I chat away whilst you're counting, and I'll let you count for the minute. I'll just give you a half time. I think this is quite good at giving you a little half time reminder, so you know when you're halfway. Do pace yourself though. That's my first tip. Okay, don't go all out trying to get the highest score straight away. Pace yourself as you realize you've got a little bit more energy as you go forward. Maybe you can speed it up, but start slowly, get some good jumps in, then speed up towards the end. Okay, I'm going to give you 5 more seconds. It's going to give you a little countdown, and we're going to have our first attempt of today. Hopefully we get 2 in today, assuming we have no technical hitches. Right, 5 seconds. 4. Go. So jumping in is 1. Jumping in again is 2. Halfway there. Keep working. Ten more seconds. You got this. Oh, you can stop there, catch your breath. That was a good, that is a good workout on its own. Fantastic. If you can remember what your score was from earlier on in the week, jot it down. See if you can improve. We'll have a 30-second sort of rest here Probably a little bit longer than that, just to catch our breath and be ready. Fantastic. Mia enjoyed that. Excellent work. Feel free to write your score in the comments if you want to share it, or if it's an easy way to remember. I know some people usually do that. If you want to just write it down for yourself, you can do that too. I'm writing mine down for myself. Trying to remember what I did yesterday. Whew. And I beat my score yesterday. Yes, George. George is improving every day as well, which is great. We'll see. Maybe we won't push it tomorrow after the workout, because we know that we're improving. We're going to do a little workout. I'm going to give you a few tips along the way to improve your score further. We're going to keep working hard to improve our score every single day. And then on Friday, we'll have a couple of attempts, see if we can get our personal best on Friday. So join in for that as well. So we're going to start off. Best put it on here. We're going to start off with 5 different exercises, and we're going to do 2 rounds of those exercises, okay? So it's going to take sort of the next 10 minutes or so just to get through that. The first one is we're going to do some squat pulses, because my top tip for you, or one of my top tips for this, is not to jump up too high. We want to stay nice and low. So just as our legs are feeling the burn a little bit, and I've been squatting down whilst I've been talking to you in the camera, so this is going to be painful. I'm going to have a little sip of water. We're going to do what are called pulses, okay? So we're going to get into a squat position. So down as low as we can, feet sort of shoulder width apart. And from here, rather than come all the way up to a squat, we're just going to push down and just pulse in this position here. So a bit like you're on a bouncy ball, and just going to hold this position. Arms can be out in front, down by your sides. I tend to hold my hands just in front. So we're going to do what's called pulses, okay? They're called squat pulses, and we're going to pulse just for 30 seconds, and you will feel a nice burn in the legs as you're doing that, which I've already got a little bit of one, because this is the technique I just used for improving my jump score. So for the first 30 seconds, we're going to do squat pulses. Are you ready? 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1, go. So down into your squat, and like you're on a bouncy ball, just bouncing, just pulse away here, just for 30 seconds, okay? So my top tip for when we're jumping, I'm going to face you guys. My top tip for when you're jumping is to stay nice and low so that you're not working too much. 10 more seconds here, the pulses stay nice and low. You guys might even be lower than I am, just here. Okay, fantastic. Oh, stretch that back up, and you'll feel that in the quads and the hamstrings. Get some breath circulating around, oxygenate those muscles again so they loosen up. Fantastic. Next 30 seconds, nice and easy. We're just going to do jumping jacks, okay? So star jumps, out and in, out and in. So touch out, touch in, touch out, touch in. Okay, 30 seconds of jumping jacks, star jumps. Are you ready? Go. So out and in. Make a nice circle with your hands so they meet at the top and the bottom. And your feet should just about touch in the middle and jump out on the way out. As always, very important to breathe. So that's my second tip for you when you're doing any sort of challenge. Make sure you're breathing. Breathe in for the... So breathe in when you're exerting yourself. Breathe out on the relax, okay? So for example, when you're jumping, you can breathe in and out, in and out, okay? So just pick a moment where you want to breathe in, pick a moment when you breathe out, and that will help with a little bit of a rhythm. Okay, 10 more seconds of rest. We're going to do slow motion running now to work on that explosive movement. So you're going to start up high and change to the other leg, go. So just going to do a slow motion run, drive that knee up nice and high, building up explosive movement, which is going to help when we're jumping. So really drive the knee up high. drive it up high, change to the other leg, change to the other leg. Doesn't have to be fast, the change, but it has to be fast, the lift, okay? Notice that I'm using my toes pointed, so that's it, that's time. There are some comments. Let's have a look. Stanley is smiling and happy. That's good news. Always be masked. We've got a new pandemic emoji. Well done. Well, that says 80 seconds. So let's go on to the next one. Low sprints. Okay, very similar to our pulses. We're going to get nice and low in a squat, and we're going to run here. Okay, go. So stay low. And we're just going to use a little bit of explosive movement here, sprinting in a low position. So we're just working the calf muscles here. Okay, nice and low. I'm barely coming off the ground here, but we're just working the calves here just for a little bit longer. Fast you can, 10 more seconds. And done. Woo. Oh, that's another burner. Yes, grown-ups, adults, and of course you guys, if you feel safe to do so when you're out in public places, a mask is essential at the moment. 10 seconds, last exercise, and then we're going to go round. We're going to do some squat thrusts, okay? Oh, this is a good one. So we're going to start in a plank position. Oh, go, plank position, tuck in, jump out. Tuck in, jump out. So this is a bit like a tuck that we've been doing in PE, and then jump out. If this is hard, step it up one at a time, step it back one at a time, okay? But the idea is we're coming both feet together. That's another one of my tips. When you're jumping, both feet together, both feet in, both feet out, okay? Oh, okay. We're back to the beginning. You'll be pleased to know we're on round 2. So you've got 20 seconds, and we're going to do our squat pulses one more time. Okay? There's one more tip for you that I'm going to give during this one. Okay? So you ready for a squat pulse? 3, 2, 1, 0. Down you go. Hold that squat and pulse away. Just bouncing on a ball. Keep your focus forwards ahead of you, arms ahead of you to get that counterbalance, unless you're more comfortable here, wherever you're comfortable, okay? And the focus is on my arms because that's the next top tip. Use your arms when you're swinging to help with your momentum, okay? Won't help with your arm pulses, your squat pulses, but full squat up. That's the last of the pulses. Well done. Me is feeling the burn. Feel the burn. Waking the legs up this morning. Jumping jacks next. Okay. If you want to stick to conventional jumping jacks, you're welcome to. I'm going to mix it up a little bit, and I'm going to do mine forwards and backwards. So I'm doing split jumps just for a change, just to give my legs a different workout. Okay. So you can do normal style jumps or split jumps like this. Backwards and forwards. Both are doing the same thing, creating a mini jump, just working the lower leg here. These are commonly known as spotted dogs. Not sure why, but we still are working those leg muscles. A little mini jump, probably hearing some sort of earthquake in here as my legs are getting a bit heavier. Finding it harder to control, but that's very key. Keep that control. Keep working hard. We're almost there. Slow motion running. So we can slow it down a little bit. Get back that control. So start with one leg up. Explosive change to the other side. You can rest and control. Explosive change to the other side again. Working on that explosive movement. Go. And again. Keep going at your pace, but really push that up high. That knee, you'll see mine's coming above my waist. So drive it as high as you can. Balance on that other foot. Excellent. Eccentric movement. Very, very important for trying to go fast, for trying to go high. Excellent. Keep driving that knee up. Fantastic. Good work. 2 more exercises and we're done. We're going back to our low sprints. Okay. Feeling the burn again, going back into that squat. Just before we finish, what other tips have I got? I've done all the tips. I'll recap that in a moment. See if we've got time. Get ready. Get low. Ready for our sprints. Don't worry if you feel like you look silly. No one's watching you. Dance like no one's watching. Go sprint on the spot. Little sprints, so tiny little movements, but really fast. Again, my arms are kind of working here with my legs to help me get the fastest movement. Oh, keep that going. Just pressing in with your toes into the ground. Focus on that control, stay low. Feel the burn in the calves. You'll feel them. 5 more seconds. Oh, that's time. That's good. Little burn. Waking up the calves for the day. 20 more seconds rest here. Squat thrust. I didn't do a very good demonstration of squat thrust. I was too busy resting. So you guys carry on your rest, wait for the beep. But when you're done, you're coming into a press up position. Okay, so we're tucking the knees in, jumping back out for a squat thrust, okay? Are you ready? Go. Tuck in, jump out. Tuck in, jump out. Tummy muscles should be working here. So bring them in with your tummy, jump out. Remember, if this is too much of a challenge, 1 leg at a time. Try and hop in 1 leg at a time. Hop in, hop out, jump in, jump out, step in, step out, jump in, jump out. Keep working. Oh, that jingle tells me it's the end of the workout and I need to open the window. Woo! What time we got? Excellent work. Okay. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Still feeling the burn, Mia? I reckon. Okay. Rather than do a second attempt now that the legs are burning, we'll use those tips tomorrow. Have another attempt and we'll do 2 attempts on Friday. She really is. Good. Excellent. Okay. So we've got a nice burn. What we want to do before we can start our sessions for the day, my head keeps getting chopped off. We want to make sure that we've stretched off, released all the burn, cooled it right down so that we've stretched and gotten ready for what's ahead. Okay, so we're going to start just some deep, gentle breaths, deep in and out, just to get a cycle of air back in our body. And again. So the burn that you feel is something called lactic acid, okay? And that is your body's way of releasing nutrients into the body, help them to move fluidly. And in order to minimize any soreness, you want to ease that. You need to warn your body now that you're no longer doing that workout. You no longer need that lactic acid. And you finish using your muscles. So we do that by doing a cool down, stretching it out nicely and relieving that from your body. Okay, just do a deep breath in. Reach up nice and high. We're going to come down, hang low, stretch out the backs of the legs here. Again, just be heavy, let your head hang here, hang out. Okay, we're slowly going to walk into a plank. We're not going to stay there for very long. Okay, so walk into a plank here. And what we're going to do, same stretch we did yesterday for the legs, a really good one for the hips and the glutes, the gluteus maximus. We're going to bring our leg forwards here and just bring our foot across the body. I'll show you just in front so you can see. So my leg comes forward, my foot comes in front of my body. Okay, and I'm just going to try and sit my weight down from my bottom down towards the ground. That's going to feel a stretch there. If this is okay for you and you want to come down onto your forearms, you can do that too. Excellent. And if you really want and you want to go lower, you can get your head down to the ground, melt your chest to the floor. That will really stretch out the muscles there, which is going to take. So a good cool down usually stretches out for between 10 to 12 seconds, something like that. Okay, slowly come up into a table so this leg can kind of twist away. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing with the other leg. So come up into a plank perhaps. This knee comes forwards. Just twist it in front of your body, just there, and then allow the bottom to come down. You can again hold it up high here and feel that. Maybe come a little bit lower and feel that stretch. If you're feeling any pain in your knee, then you need to relax it a little bit. Okay, and let it come back towards the other leg a little bit more. Okay, there shouldn't be any pain in the knee. You should feel it across the back here, the top of your leg and your glute muscles, the gluteus maximus. Fantastic. Wonderful. Okay, from here, come back into your tabletop position. We're just going to have another go at stretching the leg muscles here. We're just going to do a standard quadricep stretch. Okay, so we're going to hold, if you want to, hold something for your balance, or just breathe in, hold your ankle, bring the heel up to your back, your bottom, and we're going to stretch out the quads, which are these muscles here, the quadriceps at the front of the leg. Again, you can use something to help with your balance, or focus on something on the screen perhaps that's not moving. Breathing in here and breathing out. And slowly ease that, try not to let it ping too much. Slowly bring that down, stretch it off, we'll go to the other side. So again, hold the ankle, very important that you don't overstretch anything here, and sometimes grabbing the foot can overstretch the ankle a little bit here. So holding the ankle, make sure that doesn't happen, as long as you don't lose your balance, of course. So a little stretch here. Again, these are the quadriceps we're stretching. Perfect. Excellent. And we'll relax that one down just there. And finally, it's going to come to a seated position, or maybe even a laying down position if you want a little bit of extra relaxation this morning. And we're just going to do a bit of meditation. So I'm going to choose to sit and just sit here. If you want to, you can just lay. Feel relaxed, let your body just sink into the ground here. I encourage you to maybe close your eyes just for a minute. Catch your breath back. Speak to your body a little bit. Check which parts of your body maybe are feeling a little bit tight. Send a little bit of energy in there, send a breath in there. Warn them that the workout's over. They don't need to feel tight anymore. Just allow yourself just to relax here just for a moment. Take a deep breath in. Your own time, a cycle of breath in and then out. And just before we finish, I want you to take the deepest breath in you've taken all week. Slowly breathe it out. And that is all I'm going to do with you today. Well done, everyone, for joining in, especially if it's one of the first times you've come to join in, perhaps. If you haven't already, let me know that you've joined in and what you thought of today and the workout. Maybe you're feeling the burn a little bit too. Hopefully you're not now. We've done a nice cool down. And I will let you go as it's almost 9 o'clock. And I'll wish you a very good day. And I will see you all very, very soon. Take care. Stay safe and see you tomorrow. Bye, guys. Bye-bye.